Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Now today we are going for a drive in a 2022 Acura MDX Type S. Let's just unlock right there. The seat's gonna go up. All right, this car has a turbo 3-liter 6-cylinder. Let's go for a drive. All right, so we're starting off in the MDX. Now I'm in comfort mode. I'm only gonna be here for a little bit. It definitely makes everything very cushy and soft. Even the throttle response is like way muted. I mean, it's just, you have to wait like a second and a half to get anything out of the throttle. Now I do like all the animations that come across when you change into the driving modes. And just for everyday driving, I think I would stay in comfort and normal unless you wanted to just have a little bit of fun getting on the highway. I'd probably go into sport. The Sport Plus, I mean, I don't know if you just want to get into that, into your little Hoonigan mode, or if you wanted to just absolutely rip it onto the highway. But the comfort mode is decent. I don't think I would use it that much unless I'm like driving down to the Outer Banks and I really wanted to get the best mileage possible. So all right, let's go into normal. I mean, right away you can feel everything tightens up a little bit. It's kind of funny how cars have like normal and sport. You think I mean, I know this is a family SUV, but you think the default should just be normal. Yeah, it feels a lot more tighter. The handling feels a little better. I was in sport mode a little bit earlier, and I'm gonna go switch to it in a minute. The steering got so much heavier, like in a good way. It just felt like you were working a little bit harder to get over your turns. Oh, I almost just hit 2 groundhogs on the side of the road. But yeah, just look at all the space I got behind me. Even driving this for just a couple minutes, this car is like supremely comfortable. So let's go into sport mode. Oh, right away you can just feel it kick in. Now the other thing that the sport mode does is it just holds onto the gear a little bit more. Like if I just give a nice little stab of the throttle, that feels pretty decent. Now they say that this car will go 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds, which is pretty damn good for an SUV that I guarantee you weighs probably close to 5,000 pounds. I mean, that is a lot for an SUV. Now we do have the super handling all-wheel drive. We have a 10-speed automatic transmission. We do have these shift paddles here on the back of the steering wheel. I'm not gonna try the shift paddles out. I just don't think I am. Oh, my car is telling me to stay in my lane. Now we're just gonna go through my favorite little route here on Arcona. Okay, let's give it the beans a little bit. Now listen to the sound, just listen. Somebody's cutting their grass, here we go. The sound is actually pretty decent. And right there when I just gave it the beans a little bit, the throttle response, it doesn't feel like a huge, lumbering SUV. It definitely feels more in the sporty feeling. Okay, this guy's going 12 miles an hour in front of me. All right, see ya. Yes, brake, I see him. Just listen. Yeah, this is not slow. This is a decent SUV. I can't imagine I know that the MDX is probably the best seller of Acura, even more than the RDX, but if you put this power plant in an RDX that is smaller and more nimble and lighter, I think you would really, really have fun. And I know this is the same engine in the TLX Type S, so that I think would be a lot of fun. All right, I just went into Sport Plus, so we are in all-out attack mode. I have a G meter in front of me. Sport Plus, I have a boost gauge. All right, let's see what this feels like. You get a little bit more sound. Oh, it holds onto the gear very nicely. Yeah, that's nice. I don't notice that much more difference than Sport Plus in sport mode. Probably just tightens everything up like 5%, but it is definitely holding onto the gear. That's the one thing I was a little bit skeptical about with the 10-speed automatic. Like, is it gonna always be searching for gears, or is it gonna be constantly in the perfect gear, like the right spot of the rev range? And I think I'm leaning more towards perfect. I mean, it feels very nice. The shifts feel nice and crisp. I mean, I don't think it's a dual clutch. The throttle response feels very nice, just if I just dump on it. Oh, that held onto the gear nicely. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I think this really lends a little bit of a performance aspect to the family luxury SUV, because that is what this vehicle is first and foremost. It is a family luxury SUV, but I think the little bit of sportiness, I mean 355 horsepower is a pretty healthy number, even for a big 7-seat SUV like this. So this car has a lot going for it. I think you have the reliability of the Acura name, going along with Honda Acura reliability. It looks fantastic. It is very expensive, I will say. We're pushing almost $70,000 for an Acura with a single turbo V6, but I like the appointments in here. The Type S trim really sort of livens it up, sportens it up. I like this SUV a lot. I think if it was me and I had 2 kids, I might not go for the 3-row variety like this. I might stick for like an X5. Here we go, one little step. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. All right, here is a little POV action. We're gonna get on the highway right here. I am at Lisburn. Now I am in sport mode. All right, we're gonna get on the highway, just see what it's like as a everyday cruiser, because I feel like if you buy this car, you're gonna want to do some highway driving. Like I said, we're in sport mode, and I don't think there's anybody in front of us, so we're gonna test it out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's decent power, and I will say it again, this is a really, really, really comfortable vehicle. Like, I don't see any problem you'd have with driving this thing many, many miles consecutively. I don't think that would be a problem at all. Now, you can see in sport mode, the tach right there goes up front. Now, we do have the typical, lane keep assist, lane departure warnings, adaptive cruise control. We do not have a heads-up display, which you would get with the advanced package of the Type S. But just look around. I mean, this is a very nice SUV. I've always been a fan of Acura. I feel like I've sort of leaned more towards the Toyota of the Japanese end, because that's just what my parents had growing up, and I had a Camry when I was in high school. But yeah, this is a very compelling luxury family SUV, and I like it a lot. Oh, there's trying to tell me to stay in my lane, so I will do that. Now you've got a huge 12-inch screen up there. Lots of appointments. I've got cooled seats, I've got heated seats, I've got stitching all around. Now it is that lane keep assist is very sort of obtrusive. I really don't think I was anywhere near getting out of my lane right there. So yeah, just cruising here at 70 miles an hour. I think you'd have a very nice time with this vehicle. All right, just got back to home base after my drive in the 2022 Acura MDX Type S. Now, I really like this vehicle. I think it is a solid choice as a family luxury SUV. If you have 3 kids, I think you kind of need a vehicle this big. That's the edge that this vehicle has over the X5, the Q7, or the GLE. I think if you got 3 kids, you need something this big. And if you're looking for luxury, I think this would be a very solid choice as a vehicle. So if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at GemmyD on Cars. And I will see you in the next one. I'm excited to get back into car reviews. Have a good day.